following is a production of DallasCowboys.com and the Dallas Cowboys Football Club.
How about them Cowboys?
Yeah! Go Cowboys!
Blowing out of the backfield, exploding down the sideline.
This is Hangin' with the Boys, presented by Wingstop, where flavor gets its wings. Now, your hosts, Nate Newton, Kurt Daniels, Jesse Holley, and Shannon Gross.
Thursday, I like it live at Tostitos Championship Plaza outside Ford Center at the Star in Frisco, Texas. We're at 75 degrees and mostly cloudy. The high today is 88. The low tonight is 75.
He is Kurt. This is Shannon. In the back is Chris Beam, keeping us live and local. I am Salt and Pepper Poppy. Together, we make Hanging with the Boys, the sports talk equivalent of Braille. People feel us when we speak.
Brought to you each and every day by Wingstop, where flavor gets its wings. How you doing today, fellas?
Good.
We're man down today. Man down.
Seems
like that's been the common theme of the shows the off season.
Summer.
It's the time of the year to do that, man.
It is. Get it out. Get it out.
Yeah,
Don't miss any of the important stuff during the season. Get your traveling in. We are without Nate. He called me Monday, and I forgot to call him back, so I just randomly called him this morning.
You say where he was?
Georgia.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, just came out here to see a buddy of mine. Went down to Florida for a little bit.
Down for lunch.
Yeah, Florida for breakfast, Georgia for lunch. So he is on the road. So we will be without Nate, but we have the core here: Kurt, Jesse, myself, and Chris in the back. How are you, Chris?
I'm doing good, thanks.
Good.
I'm by myself back here.
I know it's weird back there.
It's weird, bro.
How you do it? You handling it back there?
I'm good. I'm really good, yeah.
Where is everybody?
I don't know. Not my day.
Not your day to keep up with them?
Nope.
So what's going on in the building today? Are we allowed to talk about that? Like there was complimentary valet out front.
And then it's family day or something?
Yeah, it's family day.
Is that what they're doing?
Yeah.
I saw the little
OTA family day.
The goodie bags when you walk in the door. Might snag me one on the way out.
There you go.
Get you one.
Yeah.
Get you one.
Yeah.
Good way to not be invited back to the podcast.
Yeah.
Right as soon as you get to the top of the elevator,
Well,
they'll be like,
you'll know the person who's passing them out.
Yeah. Will I?
I think Whitney is.
Oh, okay.
I'm definitely going to snoop
Definitely
in the bag
not
There you
getting
go.
one.
I'm going to snoop in the bag, though. I may not get one. I'm going to go
See what's in there? Yeah.
I'm definitely going to see
So what do they do? They bring the families in and after practice and have some food and fun? What are they doing?
I think they get to watch practice,
Yeah.
and then they're having meat church for lunch. it looks
Nice.
like.
Nice lunch for sure.
Saw the big smoker out there.
Big smoker, man. Yeah. That thing is. When a smoker has 3 wheels underneath it, it's pretty big.
Yeah. 3 axles.
3 axles, yes.
Yeah. So Shotty continues to do Shotty things.
Yep.
Family Day.
Don't all coaches do family day?
Continue.
I'm not being a hater.
I don't remember.
You are being a hater, but yes, they all do.
I'm like, all coaches
McCarthy
do
do it?
I think all coaches do family day. Like,
McCarthy did it, but I think it was like during the
Did JG do it?
yeah.
Oh, JG.
He did?
For sure.
Okay.
Yeah, a lot of this is they do it again in training camp too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You all see the kids running on the field and they have this little deal. Yeah.
All right, so
I don't want to be.
all right, so since the hater,
blanket on the situation.
the hater, the wet blanket, whatever you want to call him of the show.
What you got going on?
I don't
over
know,
there, man.
I got hair all over me. I don't know what's going on.
All those muscles are just,
It's this mane that I've grown out. So Shotty said something, I guess it was this week. I want to get your take on it, Jesse.
Okay.
Because you will bring us back down to earth. He continues to say the right things, do the right things as far as the in the public eye. And I wanted to know, he said this, and me as a non-athlete, I think it would matter. I think it's setting the tone, and a lot of coaches do this, but they asked him why he practices and has the enthusiasm and runs around, and the coaches talk trash to each other, and he said if his dad would be like, what are you doing? That's not how you coach, but he brings this enthusiasm, and he credited Pete Carroll with being 70-something years old. And
it's on his coaches if they don't have the same energy.
Right. So he wants it to be upbeat and, positive. And I'm sure as a player, sometimes you're like, come on, man. Like, I just want to practice. I don't need you yelling at me and screaming and running through, the halls. But he credited Pete Carroll with a lot of it and said, here he is 70 years old, and later on in the season you got some grizzled veterans that are kind of, it's end of the season, and you look out there and you see a 70-year-old man chomping on his gum and running around and throwing the football, got his gloves on and all that. And I said, you know what? I think that makes sense. As for your older guys, especially young guys, it's probably like whatever, but the older guys, it's like, you know what? If coach is bringing this, I got to step it up. I got to be accountable. I got to show some
I would have
enthusiasm.
thought it'd be the other way around. The older guys would be like, done this.
I don't know. I guess
Young
that's my
guys-
question. What was your take on that? Are you going to be the wet blanket and be like,
Energy is contagious.
yeah?
Energy is contagious. If it's the right energy, right? Like it's
Can it be corny energy?
it can't be corny energy, and
Mojo moment?
in the game, I shouldn't say sports, but like in the game of football, basketball, whatever it is, all this stuff is contingent upon one thing.
Winning games.
Because if we're 3-4 games, we're lost. Man, listen, don't come here with that bull.
I appreciate it.
Don't come in here screaming.
I love your
hollering.
enthusiasm, but
If we're winning, great. And I know people say, well, it should be more. No. Everything, every gimmick, every culture push, every slogan, all of that. If that ploy isn't attached to significant winning, it doesn't matter.
Does that energy carry over into games? Like what they're doing out here, will it be?
It can carry over to good practices carry over to good habits carry over to good games. And it's like it's kind of in the Dion once said, right? If you look good, you play good. If you play good, they pay good, right? Like so it's like if you create these good habits and things are going well and it leads to victories on Sunday, then we welcome it back. And it's always a part of the thing that we do. It's when you have those dog days, and if you can't get those victories and you're 3, 4, 5 games into this thing, and you got a couple 4 losses on your ledger in 5 games, nobody wants to hear that. Like everybody wants to be like kind of locked in and doing what they do. But I get it. I get why he does it. I get why he wants to have that and kind of going away from what his dad would have done or how that style of coaching would have worked. It's a new age. It's a new style, and if that's the approach that he wants to, again, you got to be consistent. When you're a new head coach, you can't come in here and have all of this positive energy and OTAs, and then when the season really gets on you, right? Because we've all been around football long enough from different aspects of it. You get to a point in the season, whether you're working in media, whether you're working in the writing department, Chris is back there in the audio and visual, that season get on you. And all of a sudden now, what was once joyous, Chris is on the 3rd game in 11 days, and he don't want to carry that camera no more. It ain't as fun to carry that camera anymore. You know what I mean? But if it's a 10th game winning streak, well, my shoulder don't feel as bad no more. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm ready to get to that cold city that we may have to go into because I'm riding this wave of positivity. But you can't come in and start that early in the season or in the process and then it die off. Because now it's like, whoa. You were this way when we started this thing. I'm expecting that all the way through. So it's whatever Shotty does now, he has to be consistent in this new relationship that he's trying to build with these players. It has to be a consistent thing that he's doing. It cannot die down when those dog days of summer get on you. It cannot die down if things go left in the season. He has to be as consistent as they come because all eyes are going to be on you from a locker room perspective, right? Because they see and hear him more than we do. We just get a chance to see him at the podium or in passing or whatever, however that is. They get to see who he is every single day. If this is who he is every single day and he's consistent with it, then it'll work. But if this thing fluctuates and you never know what shot are you going to get from day in, from day out, that will grow very old on players, especially to Kurt's point, the veteran guys. The veteran guys will be like, man, if you don't go that way,
right,
not today.
But if that's who he is, then it's easy to buy in. It's like this is him.
This is who he is.
Monday, this was him on day 1.
I accept
this
him
is
for
him
who he
on,
is.
And it's like it's not hokey, and it's not like, hey, y'all notice he ain't doing X, Y, and Z.
I accept it for who he is. If this is who he is, And this is that's what I said, consistency.
Yeah.
If this is what he's going to be every single time that we get into these atmospheres.
So do you like where this? Do you feel like they're on a positive track? That this is going to continue the season. I mean, it's hard to tell now. It's so early, but I mean, there's so much, cookies and rainbows right now. Do you feel like
football is a war of attrition, man? This is a long, long, long season, and it's easy right now, right? The weather is beautiful. It's not hot. There's no injuries. There's no major things that you have to deal with. Everything right now is all positive. There has not been one negative thing outside of maybe Micah getting his contract done, but everything else has been an extreme positive.
Here,
Right. So it's like everything is great right now.
Which is so weird around here because usually this time
There's
of year,
something, and so this is yes. For where we are right now, this is great. This is where you're supposed to be. You shouldn't be doom and gloom in May and June. It's when it starts getting closer and closer and closer to the date of season opening. Now we got to start honing in. It's going to be a little different when you get, mood's going to change when you got to cut players.
Yeah.
Right? Mood's going to change. Inevitably, someone will get hurt. You don't wish it on anybody. You don't want it. Someone will get hurt. Now what? How does that work? Yeah. What happens when you do run a foul against that player? What happens now when you do run? You're going to have conflict. Mm-hmm. You don't do this business and not have conflict. So how do you handle it? Again, it's what is the consistent approach that Coach Schottenheimer is taking? If that's what he is right now, great. Then be that way. Have the energy on the sideline. Coaches, y'all got to be that same way every single day. You just can't switch up. If that's what y'all going to be as a coaching staff, then keep that same energy, whether it's May or June, November, December. Mm-hmm. This is what we should expect from this coaching staff, because this is what the leader says that we're going to do. And energy is one way or the other.
Yeah.
Energy is very contagious. You've been around enough people long enough to know, like, when somebody has that zapping and that
oh my
energy
God, sucks your life force out.
You hate
bye. Get out of here.
But when they have that joy, that light, you've even said to me one time, this is like early in the last year, you came and you said, you're not yourself. Yeah. Whatever that is that's taking that energy, you need to let it go. And I was like,
someone has stolen your joy.
Someone has stolen your joy. And I was like, you know what? You're right. And he was like, bro, you need to let whatever that is, you're not you.
You're back though.
Yeah, I'm back. I'm back now. I'm back. I'm good. But it was like that. It was like, wait, you're not the energy zapper, Jess. Like, that's not what you do. And you're zapping the energy when we walk in this room, and you can feel it. And so I hope I like good energy, so I hope it stays.
What are you hearing from, you're still very connected in this building, from coaches and players? Are they kind of rolling eyes and going, yeah, we'll see? Or is it like, no, are they excited about the season? Are they excited about the new direction, the new energy, are they buying into, I know it's early, but are they buying into what's going on that side of the building?
They are. I had a conversation, maybe like 20-minute conversation with Meredith Leofold maybe 2-3 weeks ago. We were standing inside the Force Center and we were just chopping it up. And he loved the energy. And he was talking about, about Shotty, but he was mainly talking about like what we're doing on defense and Eberflus. He's like, man, I love it. He's like, man, this is back kind of what I was doing in college. I'm having a good time. Football's fun again. And whatever that football fun again that I've heard a couple times from people. But the consensus has been right now, everybody's loving the energy. Everybody's having a good time. Now, that could be, when you're away from the game for a long time and you're ready to get started again, it could be a little bit of that.
Not week 3 of Oxnard.
You see what I'm saying? It's not quite that.
Check back with me.
And everybody's getting a little bit of a rotation. OTAs, mini camps will start next week. So, all the smiling... all the guys that are running around here getting reps in all these different groups, well, that stops. That you don't when the big dogs all come back and it's really starting to kind of get down to the nitty gritty, we're not gonna have 4 or 5 groups going at the same time. We're not. You go stand back there and you watch.
Go count the line, see who you're up against.
Look at that sheet and see if you're on there. See if you're gonna get some reps today. It's different. It's different. But right now, from the sense that I'm getting from people that I'm that I talk to and that I see, they're loving everything about Brian Schottenheimer right now and his coaching staff.
He's doing all the right things.
Yep.
Good. Well, let's do the right thing here and pay some bills so we can get our $10
There you go.
today.
You don't even have your ad reads out.
I don't. I got to go find them. So we'll take a break, and then when we come back, I'll do another read, and then we'll talk some more football, some other things that Coach Schottenheimer has said, and some questions that Kurt has when we come back on Hanging with the Boys.
Hey Cowboy fans, I'm Dak Prescott, quarterback of the Dallas Cowboys. But lately, I've been learning a new game, crypto. Sound confusing? Don't worry, even us pros were rookies in crypto once. That's why I trust blockchain.com. They make crypto easy. No confusing jargon, just the tools to help you win.
Prescott keeps it, slides with a first down.
Invest like your icons, where everyone is a rookie in crypto with blockchain.com.
Perfect throw, my goodness. Wow, did he ever thread the needle?
Visit blockchain.com/cowboys to get started.
Fall is here, and that means football is back, bringing all the delicious game day foods with it. As you prep for all the big games, tailgates, and watch parties, let Yo Quiero be your one-stop destination for all things home gating. Yo Quiero's fresh, flavorful, ready-to-serve guacamole, made with real Hass avocados, will score taste bud touchdowns as you cheer on the Cowboys. Yo Quiero's wide range of mouthwatering and versatile products can be found in your local grocery store's produce or deli section. Grab some today.
Hey, Cowboys fans, the 2024 football season is here, and SeatGeek is here to help you experience all the action. SeatGeek makes it easy to find tickets so you can be a part of all the touchdown celebrations this season. Whether you're buying or selling tickets to Cowboys football games or to any other live event, SeatGeek is the place to do it. SeatGeek is the official primary ticketing partner of the Dallas Cowboys. The most disruptive idea in ticketing? A ticket that works. Expect the expected. SeatGeek.
How about them Cowboys? Or how about them Tyson Cowboys Nuggets? As we cheer for the stars on the field, we love that we've also got some stars on our plate, thanks to Tyson brand star-shaped Cowboys Nuggets. That, along with all our other favorite Tyson Foods products, sure make game day special. Score some delicious Tyson Cowboys Nuggets and become a game day star, just like our Cowboys. As you enjoy your stars on and off the plate, remember, tailgates and game day have always been Tyson.
Back to Hanging with the Boys.
Welcome back to the second segment of Hanging with the Boys, brought to you each and every show by blockchain.com. Thank you, blockchain.com. I'll save this next one. I'll save 7-Eleven for the.
Oh, all right.
I'm telling you, man, we gotta
Big goal, punk.
get like
Big
one of
goal.
those. We gotta get one of those subscriptions. If y'all can hear what happens in the
break.
It's some funny stuff, man. It's worth a $5.99.
I learned more about the Cowboys in the, what do we have, 3-minute breaks? Minute and a half?
2.
2 minutes? 2 minutes. So the 4 minutes that we have breaks, probably
Good stuff.
the 2 minutes before we go on air, the 4 minutes in the breaks, and the
walk-off.
2 or 3 minute walk off that we have. Then I do all week listening to sports talk radio.
Some good stuff, man.
It is good stuff. So great. Maybe one of these days we'll be able to pull the curtain.
We're so thankful that Chris is our friend and not never leave our mics potted up.
Yes.
Yeah, just wait.
Yes. And I'm glad Chris is our friend because we learn a lot from Chris too.
Yeah.
You do.
Chris,
I'm glad Chris trusts us because
I do.
We know things we probably shouldn't know.
Except when they're shooting a series that he knew about that didn't tell us.
Yeah, he holds out on us. He does hold out on us.
We're only getting the tip of the iceberg from Chris.
Yeah.
I can't remember what that was.
Just
What
the
was
tip.
that?
Was that the?
Just the tip.
I don't know, something that they were recording with
Was it Jerry doing
Someone
the landman?
Jerry, what was he doing?
Chris wasn't on the show one day
Yeah,
because he had something to do.
I had a
Yeah.
prompter.
and he was up.
I'm
in,
Jerry's prompter.
He was up in Jerry's office filming something that the public didn't know about,
Right.
Oh, I remember what it was.
and he didn't even tell us about.
Right.
Oh, I well, obviously I can tell you now.
It. Yeah, because it's out, right?
Yeah, it was Jimmy.
Oh yeah, that's what it was.
Ah.
It was
Yeah.
the Jimmy thing.
Okay.
Yeah, he told Jimmy that he was going to Ring of Honor.
Yeah.
Ah,
And it
Yeah.
happened. Like Chris, you like, yeah.
Yeah, it was.
that one.
I went up there to shoot it with Scott, and it was Jerry,
Oh my God, I bet that was so cool.
It was Jerry, Jimmy, Troy was up there, and Charlotte. Yeah.
Oh wow.
I say that already.
Was that cool?
It was pretty cool. Yeah.
There's
I had to keep that in a wrap for a while.
yeah, there's some things that a few times in your career here, there are things, because everything's so normal. Like, Tom Cruise walking down the hall. What's up, Tom? A-Rod.
Hey, Rob, I'm about to say
Yeah.
it's in the plaza.
And then goes
Chilling.
out and works out at Cowboy Fit with
Yeah.
J-Lo. And
Yeah.
it's like, oh, that's just normal. But there's a few things that'll happen along the way that you're like, that's really cool.
I tell people sometimes, have you ever seen those ESPN commercials and they're like real funny, like,
When they're walking through the office.
they're walking through the office?
Yeah.
That's kind of how it is around here.
Yeah.
It really
Yeah.
is. It's the truth. It really is.
You go to the cafeteria, Stephen A's down there getting in a line
Yeah.
at the
Yeah.
cafeteria.
And he's nice, and he likes the Cowboys.
Yeah.
And it's like a bizarro world.
It
Like
was funny.
He loves Jerry, and he actually likes. He hates Cowboy fans, but he likes the Cowboys.
It was funny on Tuesday. We're out down there eating, and obviously media days were going on and practice was going on, and like Rowdy just walks full costume right through the middle of the training table. I'm just like, yep, it's like the commercial,
It is.
The only thing he didn't do is go get something to eat.
I'll never forget the time we were at the Old Valley Ranch.
Yeah,
And we were the break room. Like now we have this huge, luxurious lunch room where players, and it's how many square feet do y'all think that is?
I don't know.
10,000? 5,000 square feet? Yeah,
probably.
10,000 square feet.
Probably like that.
The old break room was smaller than this podcast studio.
It probably was about the same size.
Were the
yes.
players in that too?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like this.
Valley
Like-
Ranch, yeah.
Yeah, oh.
Well, that was
And
that
by the
was
way, there was like 4 vending machines in it.
yeah.
well, that was in the back where the players ate.
Oh, okay.
That was small too.
That was small
Yeah,
too, but
yeah.
our break room was about the size of this podcast studio,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
it
yeah.
was also the press conference room. So they would put
Yeah.
the backdrop in front of the mirror,
Yeah.
and the media would sit at the same tables we would eat potato chips at. And there were 4 vending machines behind the wall, and they did some big announcement, and it was like this big deal. It was the Salvation Army, and Jerry's up there, and me and Nick had just started sharing an office. It was back probably 2011 maybe, and the kettle was there. Rowdy was there, and the kettle was there, and Jerry and the backdrop and all the media, and it was like crammed. And the kettle's like the Salvation Army kettle. They had a mascot, full costume. And the kettle was hiding behind the wall with the vending machines to come out when they made this announcement, and the kettle got stuck. It was like
corner. It's so big.
bouncing off the vending machines, and you kept hearing bang, bang while the press conference is going on in front of the wall. And me and Nick lost it. And then finally they announced it, and the kettle's trying to get around the corner, and he can't get around the corner because he can't see out of his eyes.
So to put it in perspective, the kettle it basically looked like the Kool-Aid Man.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. He's like, oh, yeah.
Unbelievable. You had to be there. Anyway.
The best part about that break room was everything was free.
Yeah.
Right? Like, people don't realize that. Like, back in the days, like,
I didn't even realize
you
that.
go
I
in there,
worked
you
over
hit a
there for
button.
7 years.
Yeah.
I paid
You hit
every time I went in there.
Hit the button and anything come out for free.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
Who we'll move on after this.
No, go ahead.
Kind of briefly go through this. Who do you think, since we've all been here a while, just in passing, who's probably the most famous person that you've seen in passing, whether it be here at Valley Ranch or here?
Ooh, on the field or
Just
at the facility?
At the facility.
Okay. I got at the game, I got one.
No, not at the game doesn't count. It has to be at the facility, at the practice.
At the facility, the most famous person?
That was the question, Shannon. The most famous person.
Boy.
I didn't see him in passing, but I worked
Then
on
you
a
didn't.
project.
Then you didn't see him at the.
No, I
you
didn't
had
see
to
him.
You had to see him.
But it was my project, so I actually was with them all day. Post Malone.
That's the most famous.
I think so.
Phil Knight. It was a pretty good one.
Yeah.
Phil Knight.
I saw LeBron, but he was at the stadium.
Oh no, it had to be at the practice.
And Conor McGregor.
Here's a funny story. I could probably say this, but my brother works obviously in the scouting department. Everybody knows that. So I was walking out of the scouting department, and I was going down the hallway, and there was this very tall guy walking towards me. And this was probably about like 3 years ago. And I got closer. I'm like, holy crap! I think that's Dirk, and
Yeah.
Dirk was here, and he walks by and he goes into the war room. And I'm like, what is he doing in the war room? He had rented out the war room for his son for a birthday party.
That's pretty cool.
To be rich and famous.
That's pretty cool.
So his son was doing his son's birthday party in the war room, and then they were on the field throwing routes.
Wow.
So there you go.
Yeah, I seem to remember Dirk being around. Bon Jovi, I think, came through
Bon
one
Jovi.
through.
Okay.
That was a big one. I'm trying to remember. I still kind of get awestruck just seeing some of those, like Roger Staubach
Yeah.
through or something like that, you know. So I'm trying to.
I would say for me, it was Tiger Woods.
Okay. Yeah.
I saw him at the stadium, but not out here. He was out
Tiger
here?
Woods at Valley Ranch.
Oh,
Yeah.
Like on a Tuesday morning. I'm in there working out.
just random.
We're finishing a workout.
He's in there
Tuesday
working out,
morning.
right?
Him and Tony
Him and
Romo
Tony
walk
Ro-
in there.
Yeah, to work out.
Workout. And it was like imagine you're finishing up your abs and you look up, you're like, oh, what's up, Tone?
Hey,
That-
Tiger.
Tiger Woods? And literally, what makes it so funny, because at the time,
He had a red shirt and black slacks on.
no. Steve McGee was the backup quarterback here, and he like runs to the car to get a
golf ball
golf ball.
from the
He
side.
comes back in, and Tiger's like,
Shut him down.
I don't sign golf.
Oh.
He's like, oh, okay. And he like ran and got a piece of printer paper, and like Tiger signed a printer paper. He's like, I don't sign golf balls. Like, shoot, get away. But then go like Tiger was in there like hitting 315. Like it was pow, pow.
Yeah, he got big
I was like,
for a while.
oh, so I was like one of the most famous people. I was just like in there just kicking it with Tiger Woods.
Did you say anything to him?
Nelson Mandela is my biggest one I've ever seen.
Yeah, we were talking Nelson Mandela.
That's a big one.
Yeah.
That's a
Yeah,
huge
yeah.
one.
That's a big one.
Back in the
2000.
2000.
Like 2000, 1999, 2000. He was in the locker room
That's
after the game.
worldly.
Yes.
Yeah.
That was a big one.
All right, where were we at? Time for another break. Before we go to break, Micah's gonna. He finished up the birthday tour, right? He said that's what he said on Instagram. Was it his birthday?
No,
Was he just
No, he was like
visiting
in
friends?
Thailand?
He went to
Spain,
Spain, right?
Spain.
Spain, but he'll be back next week, right?
He's here.
He's
He's
here
here.
now.
He came in Tuesday.
Tuesday after.
Okay. So he's here, just not participating,
Rightfully so.
which he shouldn't.
Didn't he post something? He will be at minicamp, but whether he's on the field, I guess.
It was a very conflicting.
Zach Martin was at minicamp.
Yeah, it was a very conflicting tweet.
Remember, Jesse?
Yeah, because he was like, "Oh, I'll be there," and then he's like, "said, but it's on the owners." Like he was like, "I'll be there, but it's on them." Kind of like,
You want me on the field?
what will I do while I'm there?
I will be in the building.
I'll be there.
All you gotta do is call me. I'll come
Yeah,
upstairs.
I'll be there.
Sign that contract.
If you just run that contract by Dave and Dave give me the okay, I'll come back around and sign it and be on the field. So he was like, I'll be there, but it was like kind of like, but it's on them. But it left it very vague. It was very cryptic.
I think we said
tweet.
that's the right move. Last week we said that's the right move.
I agree. I think so.
And without a doubt, if you know Jerry, when he does sit down face to face with David Mugata, he's
Bob
gonna,
Mugata?
yeah, he's gonna be like, "Hey, nice to meet you. What was your name?" you know Jerry's gonna pull that on him.
Oh, when they
Like,
do the press conference, for sure.
oh yeah,
For sure.
something's gonna
For
come out.
sure.
Like that's just Jerry. That's in Jerry's blood.
Yeah.
All right, let's take our next break. When we come back, we'll talk some more football. We wasted a segment. It's usually the last one, but we wasted the middle one today. So we'll be right back. Hanging with the boys.
Hey Cowboy fans, I'm Dak Prescott, quarterback of the Dallas Cowboys. But lately, I've been learning a new game, crypto. Sound confusing? Don't worry, even us pros were rookies in crypto once. That's why I trust blockchain.com. They make crypto easy. No confusing jargon, just the tools to help you win.
Prescott keeps it, slides with a first down.
Invest like your icons, where everyone is a rookie in crypto with blockchain.com.
Perfect throw, my goodness. Wow, did he ever thread the needle?
Visit blockchain.com/cowboys to get started.
Dallas Cowboys Game Day is brought to you by Captain Morgan, the official spiced rum of the NFL. The NFL season is where legends are born on and off the field. Some are last-second plays that turn the tide and change a team's destiny, while others are of friends who follow the captain to make a regular get-together into the stuff of legends. Visit followthecaptain.com Please drink responsibly. Captain Morgan Original Spiced Rum, 35% alcohol by volume. Captain Morgan Rum Company, New York, New York.
Hey, Cowboys fans, the 2024 football season is here, and SeatGeek is here to help you experience all the action. SeatGeek makes it easy to find tickets so you can be a part of all the touchdown celebrations this season. Whether you're buying or selling tickets to Cowboys football games or to any other live event, SeatGeek is the place to do it. SeatGeek is the official primary ticketing partner of the Dallas Cowboys. The most disruptive idea in ticketing? A ticket that works. Expect the expected. SeatGeek.
You know you want those Wingstop boneless wings. With the boneless meal deal from Wingstop, you get 20 boneless wings in 4 delicious flavors and a large order of fries for just $16.99. What are you waiting for? More wings, more flavor, more bang for your buck. The $16.99 boneless meal deal from Wingstop. Order now from wingstop.com. Valid at participating locations for a limited time on orders for pickup or delivery placed via wingstop.com or the Wingstop app. Prices may vary by location. See wingstop.com/offers for full details.
Back to Hanging with the Boys.
Welcome back to the final segment of Hanging with the Boys, brought to you each and every show. Well, not really. I don't think they present the segment. I think they just have a live read in the show. So, Kurt.
Yeah.
Did you know?
Probably not.
That there's a $5,000 winner every single day where Jesse gets his gas?
Yeah, 7-Eleven. I didn't know what store y'all talking about. I didn't know because I'm at 7-Eleven pretty often. I'm walking through that door pretty often.
Well, you have to download the app and just play the in-app game for a chance to win $5,000 in cash. New daily cash winners only at 7-Eleven. Jesse, are you next?
Oh, you got to play the app.
Yeah, you got to do the app. You got to download the app.
I thought you just go.
Mistakes were made, apparently.
Yeah, mistakes were definitely made.
Shop with 7 rewards and then play the in-app game for a chance to win $5,000 in cash. Every day they have a $5,000 winner.
I totally missed a step.
There you go.
I'm in there.
Go get your gas.
I used my number.
Do you buy anything else at 7-Eleven, or are you just a gas guy?
No. Oh, big gulp, son.
Lottery tickets? Are you a lottery guy?
No.
No?
I
big gulps.
Yeah, big gulps. Huh?
The way he's rubbing his eyes, this is going to be some kind of vice.
It is.
What is it? Your energy drinks?
It's either that or gummy candy, man.
Really?
So, yeah,
I never got into gummy candy. Swedish fish and things like that.
Life. Can we say this? Like, can we say a company brand on there? Like, Lifesaver has a gummy. It's called Lifesaver gummies.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, not Lifesaver. Jolly Rancher gummies.
Mm-hmm. They're good.
Yeah, I remember. This is during COVID. When COVID shut everything down and everybody was bored. I just did like a spreadsheet of what I looked over, like what I spent monthly. And you just look at every single time I go to the gas station, it's like $9, $8, $12. And it'll be a water, a Celsius, a Slim Jim, and some candy. But it'll be 3 or 4 times a week. Mm-hmm. And you look up and you're like,
a Slim Jim.
Yeah, nobody likes Slim Jims?
I do.
I'm a Slim Jim fan.
Yeah. Oh, yeah!
To a Slim Jim. And I'm like, I spend so much nickel and dime, like literally nickel and dime money a week just on a snap it to a Slim Jim. Yeah.
So 30, 40, 100, 150 bucks a month,
Easy.
probably, just on trash.
Easy. Just on water.
It's okay.
Like bottled water, Slim Jim, some sort of trail mix, and of course, the gummy candy.
Well, there you go. So next time you do that, you purchase something at 7-Eleven, play the app for a chance to win $5,000. No purchase necessary. Ends 1/6/2026. U.S. and D.C. Ages 16 and over. For full official rules and free gameplay, go to 5k-aday.com/rules.
I'll probably break even if I win the 5K.
What are your vices, Kurt? Do you have any guilty pleasures when it comes to food or candy?
Every once in a while, I got to get me a Big Mac.
Ooh, old school. Old school.
Definitely got to get that.
Do you feel bad?
From Whataburger?
No.
Not from Water. Well, yeah, Whataburger's great. Love me some Whataburger.
Oh, yeah. Yes. From Whataburger.
See what we did there?
Yeah. Yes.
No,
or
I
Wingstop.
usually enjoy it. Yeah, Wingstop's always good too.
Yeah.
So you got to give me a cheeseburger sometime.
That's it. Just that.
Peanut
I mean, that's
peanut
like
M&M.
4 times a week for me.
Yeah.
That's your guilty pleasure.
peanut M&Ms. That's one on.
Okay.
We'll hit that up pretty regularly, for sure.
On the flights, they used to have the big share bags.
Oh, the game and some of the.
The player flights.
They don't do those anymore.
I know.
They don't?
No.
They used to have a tray of candy.
Plowed through them.
Well, now you have to ask for it, and they'll bring it to you.
Oh.
They don't have the.
They used to have the ice cream with the, the one with like the almonds and the chocolate and stuff like that.
They still have those.
They still bring those out.
Yeah.
When I was in training camp last year, they used to have them at training camp. All did it. Lady said, no. When all that healthy stuff, we were healthy over here. I was like, wait, what? I was like, this used to be a staple. You grab 2 or 3 of these on your way back. The Miss Vicky chips on the way back to the room. Yeah. They took all it out of there.
I'll never forget the first time I ever.
Shotty, bring it back. Shotty, you want to bring the culture back? If you want the culture to be right, Shotty, bring the chips, bring the ice cream back, bring all of that back. That makes people happy.
Yeah, what were the ice cream sandwiches that they had, Chris?
I know what you're talking about.
The slim, they were like half the calories or something. Not spotted cow. That's a beer.
That's a beer.
What were those things called? They were ice cream sandwiches. Were they there when you were there, Jess?
I don't know. I was focused.
They were really small, and I remember because they didn't have them last year because my boss would take some and put them in our freezer in our room, and we'd have a whole bunch left.
What were those called? Because I discovered them at training camp, and I realized they were like a third the calories of a normal ice cream sandwich. I would house like 6 of those a day. I'd go down there for breakfast and dig them out.
Wasn't it the ice cream bread they had? It comes in a box. You know, the ice cream comes in a box.
Yeah.
Like
they were called Skinny Cows, by the way.
Skinny Cow, that was it. Not Spotted Cow.
But go ahead, let's talk football.
Football. All right, let's finish out the show strong.
Decided I'd look at our comments on YouTube. Our good fan. We got some good fans on YouTube.
Do we have some bad fans?
Here's one comment. What's up with this show? Is it Giggle Tickle time? Come on. we need info on preferably all the rookies. Bring on the meat and potatoes, fellas.
We was having ice cream.
Giggle tickle time.
Tickle time.
Well,
he wants to know about rookies. We don't know about
what's
rookies.
that guy's
We've seen him
name?
For like an hour. That is Mr. Espinoza.
Mr. Espinoza, we will let you know as soon as we have information. The Underwear Olympics are happening this week.
We see him one day a week.
How do you feel about the Underwear Olympics there, Jesse?
This is great. Have at it.
Here's the thing is no one's making the team or getting cut this week. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It just doesn't happen.
Unless you do something.
Everybody looks good.
And that's the thing that we're like, we can come here and we can try to sell you some BS. There's nothing that's happening out there that's going to give you any insight on what will happen in training camp. There's no pads. There's no contact. So, you're not supposed to have contact. But football right now is as vanilla as it can possibly get. Everything now is install. Everything right now is fundamental base. Nothing that's exciting. Nothing that's.
I promise you, they are not bringing friends and family and alumni out here to stand on the field while they are running drills if it's super important.
Right.
That's not happening.
Right.
You're going to get friends and family as far away from this facility as possible if it's something you really need to concentrate and focus.
They got a 19-foot barbecue pit out there. Like, it's,
yeah.
Like it's parked right up on the field. Like you can smell the charcoal in the huddle. Enjoy these stories, Espinoza.
Yeah, because you'll miss them whenever. I mean, there probably are a lot of people that watch the show for the first time. They're like, "What the hell am I watching? Like, why are these people still on the air? Like, this is the longest. This is the longest show with the same group of people of any of the Dallas Cowboys podcasts.
Yep.
Like, we've been together 7 years now?
That's true.
And usually they move 1 or 2 pieces around, keep things fresh every few years. I think it's because we're so terrible that no one wants to work with us. I'm fine with that.
That's a lie.
I'm totally fine with that.
We are not terrible. We're excellent. We're so excellent that other people are intimidated to work with us.
Is that what it is?
That's what
Derek
it is.
can't find anybody that wants to work with us.
I don't work with that guy. The way they bring it down over there.
That guy's an idiot. I don't want him anywhere near football talk. I think that's how we landed where we are.
Nah, they can't. They can't. You've seen guys try to come on our show.
It's awkward.
You've seen guys try to come on our show and hang. It ain't. You gotta. Yeah, you gotta come. This show, you have to be well versed to be on this show. You just can't come here and be all persnickety.
Persnickety.
Yeah, that's not gonna work here.
No.
You got to have the information to do it, but you also have to have a little bit of personality.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a different vibe for sure.
This is a vibe
than
show.
than any other show. Yeah, and we don't ever holler at each other and get mad.
For what?
Yeah, no reason to.
I don't know. Other shows seem to be, very high strung.
Speaking of other shows,
Yeah.
remember that I looked at this the other day, and shout out to is Josh back there?
Yeah, right.
No. All right. I don't like Josh, but that other show that Josh is on, they tried to make a joke about my hairline. That might be the worst hairline show in the business as a whole. I was looking at that and I said,
In the business, not just in this building, but
in the business as a whole, that group alone might have the worst hairline. They all wear hats, all of them, except who's the host? I'm drawing a blank.
Kyle.
Oh, okay.
All the rest of them try to put on hats. So at least I wear my receding hairline with pride. They try to hide theirs. They're all trying to wear hats, backwards hats, fitted hats, all that kind of hats. Nah, y'all the show of the bad hairline.
How far back would it have to go for you to lose the dreads?
I don't know. I think about cutting my hair daily.
Really?
I'm going to Turkey. Oh, when I cut this off, I'm going to Turkey.
Really?
Yeah.
Are you going to cut your dreads one day?
No, I'm. So here's the plan. This
Okay.
is the plan.
Yes. Tell me the plan.
So
I haven't heard this.
I will cut them off. I am going to Turkey. I'm getting the male BBL. I'm coming back, and then when it grows back out, I'm getting them reattached.
Oh, you save them, huh?
Yeah.
Really?
Yes.
That's a good plan.
I'm going to. So don't when y'all see me, don't be like, oh, what happened? I'm going to Turkey. I'm going to get
What's the enthusiasm about Turkey?
That's where all the male BBL goes. That's where you go get the hair, you get your hairline fixed in Turkey.
They have these. They have like these spas that you go to, and it's like a.
Oh, your boy Jay Holly's going. Kurt.
It's
all vanity, baby. It's all.
You don't need to worry.
It's all vanity, man. It's all vanity. I'm going to Turkey now. I'm going.
How soon? What's the timeline here?
I don't know.
At some point, just when you feel like it's ready.
In the next couple years.
Oh, so within 5 years.
Sure. Oh, for sure.
Really?
100%.
Does it worry you about being put? Are you taking a friend?
Yeah. I'm not going solo. You're not gonna take my organs out.
Yeah, that's why I would be a little worried about that.
No.
Like,
yeah,
putting you under because they put you to sleep.
And honestly, there will be a male that goes with me. No. But I'm going to have someone else that's going to be able to defend me while I'm under. Yeah. But I'm Jay Holly. It's all vanity from here. When you get to our age, it's all about holding on to what you got.
Yeah.
And I don't take no medicine. I don't do no Ozempic or nothing like that. By the way, I'm down to a svelte 200.
Doing the fasting.
Yeah, I'm down to a svelte 222 pounds, brother.
Are you really?
Yeah. Yeah. It's all about holding on to whatever youthfulness I got left. So I will be. So don't be shocked when they be like, look at Jesse hairline looking good. That's right.
So you'll come in, you'll have no hair.
Yep.
And then at some point, probably within the next year or year and a half, you'll come back in and you'll have full hair again.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That'll be interesting.
Good plan.
Yeah. Be shocking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, little money away to the side. All that. Money's already there. It's already been put away. So it's all gonna happen. It's all gonna happen.
All right. Before we go, real quick, just so we make. Is there a show after us today, Chris?
No.
Okay. Real quick then. Shotty said, since we're on the Shotty bandwagon today, they will play the best 5 offensive linemen, regardless of position. I guess is what he's saying, right?
Well, that's the way it sounds, but I don't think that's.
Yeah.
I mean,
What did you take? What's your take on that, Jesse? Does that mean, hey, if we got to move a guy, we'll move him, or is that just?
That is my translation. If Tyler Guyton don't get his ish together, there will be another player in that position. Because nobody else is going to move, right? Like your best offensive lineman is Tyler Smith. He ain't going nowhere.
Right.
You kind of got a little bit of a consistency with BB at center.
Yeah.
Tyler Booker, he's going to at least right now go get the start and given a chance to fail. And who else? You're only looking at your bookends that you're going to move.
Yeah.
And for whatever you feel about Steele, you don't have a better right guard to replace him. No. Not right now. Not on the roster today. So the one person that you're talking about is if Tyler Guyton, and which, by the way, Tyler Guyton has said some really, which I was encouraged by, because he took accountability. Said, I wasn't good enough. I have to be better. You saw he did some of the lifestyle changes about the diet and all that kind of stuff and eliminating certain foods. And that goes a part about learning how to be a professional. So, but now you have to take all that you did off the field and it has to now work for you on the field. Because if you can't play, you can't play. Yeah. And that's the beginning and end of it. We want to put you on the field at a premium position, left tackle. If you can't play that position, I can't keep forcing this thing out there. Yeah. I can't. You're going to get a quarterback killed. You're going to kill drives for us. We won't be able to run your way. So there's a lot of factors into that. So when you hear Shotty say, I'm going to play the best 5 regardless of position, well, I know you ain't changing the 3 inside. Mm-hmm. I know that's not changing. It shouldn't. Mm-hmm. And that basically says in a very vague statement of, we're going to give the left tackle a chance to earn his job, but that leash won't be as long as you all think it may be, and I'm gonna put somebody else in there because Shotty saw them all last year, and he knows whether it's kick and play or not.
So in your opinion, we're set in the middle. It's kind of
you're set guard, center guard. Mm-hmm. You're set there. That is you can write that in
We're
stone.
Not moving those guys around
unless some injury. Listen, Brock Hoffman, we appreciate you. All the wee grabbing you want to do, we thank you. We thank you. You're not playing over Booker. There's a reason why they went and got a guard in the first round.
By the way, Tyler Booker was at the most of the Stars playoff series. Came out on the concourse. They got him my buddy runs the merchandise over at the Stars. Chris Smith saw him at the game, got him a custom jersey made within 30 minutes.
Back with a jersey there.
Sent it down there to him, got him suited up, and after the game, we ran across him in the concourse. Took every picture, just the most jovial, nice guy.
I thought you were going to say we took the jersey back. Oh, no. I'm about to be like, that's wild.
No, he got to keep the jersey.
That's wild.
Super nice, was super pumped to be in Dallas. Said it was, we were talking to him about, hey, is this, we know you came, from a high-profile college. Like, is this kind of mind-blowing? He's like, it's pretty wild. It's like, because everybody knew who he was. Everybody's taking pictures. So seems like a really nice guy, even off camera. Seems like he's got a pretty good head on his shoulders. Big human, too.
Saying all the right thing.
Yeah. Very large human. So great hair, too.
Your kind of guy. Big black man.
BBM, right? All right, fellas, let's get out of here.
And, for those on the chat, Nate was on a road trip to Georgia today.
Yes.
Several people came in late asking where he was.
Yep. Road trip to Georgia, Florida, probably, who knows?
Mississippi, Mexico.
He might go up to Jersey and see if Jesse's on the porch on his way back.
So he'd probably leave me there still.
We need to do a road trip as a show.
We say that. We said that every single year.
Just get in something, let Nate drive, and make it happen, Chris. All right, fellas, good stuff. Chris, thanks for keeping us on the air. No one's back there to keep him company today, which is very unfortunate but peaceful for Chris. We will be back next week, same time, same place. Will minicamp be going on next week?
Yes.
All week?
Yes. We may have to adjust our show next week.
Oh, okay. Stay tuned. Check the website.
Next week, our last one, Chris?
That is correct.
Uh-huh.
Will we have one?
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Unless you don't want one.
No, we want one for sure. More the better. More $10 in my pocket, the better. Fellas, see you next week.
We out.
This has been a production of DallasCowboys.com and the Dallas Cowboys Football Club.
How about this, Cowboys?